Hi, I'm Kenta Gallagher from Inverness, and we're down south with MBR magazine, and today we're going to tackle technical climbs. So in this video we're going to look at 3 different climbs and how I would approach them. So in this particular section I can see it's a smooth run-in. I'm able to look ahead and choose the right gear that's going to help me get over this rock feature. And I can see the left-hand line is the best line as it's smoother, so I'd make sure I was sat down into it, stand up going across it to keep the front end down. So once I've passed the rock section, I'd sit down to compose myself, to take a breather, so I could take a look at the next route section that's ahead. So while I was sat down looking at the next feature, I noticed the left-hand line was a lot smoother with the fewest roots and rocks for me to lose traction on, but there was a few roots at the top that could catch me out. So I'd make sure that I'd roll in with a good speed so I didn't have to pedal too hard over the 2 roots at the top, so then I would have no chance of sliding out. Technical climbing can usually be split into 2 sections. The first section being where to put in the effort, and that would be for the obstacles, and where to recover, and that's before the obstacles. So this particular section has 2 technical features which will require a bit of effort, with a smooth recovery section in between. So this first feature has 2 obvious lines, far left and far right. I personally would take far left due to it being more direct with less obstacles. So in this next technical feature we have 3 possible lines. We have far left, middle and far right. Starting with the far left, as you can see you have a turn on the camber which is going to cause problems with speed. It's also the steepest line of all 3. And it is a long way around which would require more effort, but it is smoothest of the 3 options. Moving on to the middle option, as you can see we have a bit of a step. This will require a bit more effort on the pedals running in, thinking about your body position as you go over, but also it sends the run out into another technical section. So the far right option is the most consistent gradient, however it has a bit of a step, so you'll have to think about your body position, but not as much as the middle option. The far right option also gives you the best run out for the rest of the climb. I would personally choose the middle option due to my cross-country racing background, where you would go for the most direct route even if it was the hardest. On your everyday ride, I'd recommend taking the far right due to it being the most consistent gradient and you could probably clean it every time. As I talked about earlier, how some climbs were about where to put in the effort and where to recover, this climb is all about effort. The only recovery you get is if you can't make it and you put a foot down, or you clean it and you get over the top. On this climb, I'd make sure my running was super chilled, checking that I'm in the right gear that I know I can push to the top of the climb, ensuring my effort's consistent all the way to the top. In terms of line choice, I'd probably start by going up the right hand side and then flicking over to the left, nearly halfway up, just because it looks the smoothest. So next time you're out riding with your mates, find a steep hill and challenge each other and see who can get the furthest. Thanks for watching.